right, so would you have thrown the Christmas cards away, Kristen, to you?
Oh, man. All right. So I was over at my neighbor's house having a glass of wine, and she proceeds to tell us this story. And I'm not going to skew it one way or another. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened, and you guys tell me if this woman was an a-hole or not, okay? So, like most people do, especially those with kids, you order your Christmas cards, which is so funny because we just got our Bert Show Christmas cards in. So you go, you pick out the photos, you go to whatever, and I'm not going to call them out because I actually use them and they're great. I think this was just like a one-off screw up. Go with whatever website you want to, order your cards, and you're going to get your Christmas card shipped so you can send them out to everybody. So she does that. The cards come in, and she opens the box, and that's not her family. So the company had sent her the wrong Christmas cards. It was the layout she had used, the same layout, but it's not her photos. It's not her family, right?
But it's somebody else's family.
Somebody else's family, right? So she's looking at these cards, and obviously it's a beautiful mom, a dad, 2 daughters. She's got her husband, and their 2 sons. So she hits up the company. They're like, "Oh my God, we are so sorry." They reimburse them for the Christmas cards. So now her Christmas cards are free, and they are like expediting a shipment, but maybe they'll get here in time for her to, get them mailed out for Christmas, whatever. And so she's thinking that by the time they fix this and send it to me, my cards may not get out in time. What if I find this family? Because I have their last name, I have their first name, and I have their photo. Surely they're on Facebook. And sure enough, she hunts the mom down on Facebook and she finds her. So she hits her up, and she's like, I used lots of emojis, and I was like, how crazy, blah, 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 beautiful family, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, "Hey, so I just wanted to check. I got your cards. I'm wondering if you got mine in the mix-up." And sure enough, the woman confirms, "Yes, I did get your cards." And so my neighbor suggested to her, she's like, "Hey, well, if you're okay with this, just because we don't know when the cards are going to get delivered, how about I overnight your cards to you? You overnight my cards to me. Then we'll have the extra cards for whomever, and we can get them out in time." And she thought it was just quick 15-minute stop at FedEx to do that. She had no problem shelling out the $20. And the woman was like, "No."
What?
The woman was like, "No," but then she goes, "I already threw them away." So I'm not kidding you. My neighbor.
Oh, that's Chad.
And she was just kind of like, because she didn't have the heart to throw this family's Christmas cards away. Like, she actually felt some kind of way about it and felt bad about throwing their beautiful faces in the trash. And she hits her back, and she's like, "Well, are they still wrapped? Because they're wrapped in cellophane when they come in." And she legit asked, my neighbor goes, "Can you just not pull them out of the garbage? Like, it's okay." And she's like, "No, when I saw that cover photo, I thought maybe it was a stock photo. So I opened them, and then I saw that they screwed up. So I just threw them away."
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
That's so jacked.
And literally, it's not like she hit her up days later. It was that day. The cards had gotten delivered that morning. So they literally would be sitting on top of the garbage or whatever. And she tried. She went back, blah, blah, blah. Even, "I'll pay for and the woman was like, "No."
Wow.
Almost it.
So I'm like, yeah, you got somebody's wrong Christmas cards. You're not obligated to send them back.
Yeah,
but I was just curious. Do you think that woman's the a-hole? A-hole's a strong word.
For throwing them out?
And not being willing to overnight them.
I would have been willing to overnight them if I still had them, but I don't know that I would have thought to look up the family to try to get them to the family.
Same. I would have tossed the cards too. But as soon as she reached out, I would have been like, "Oh my God, yeah, let me see what I can salvage." Absolutely. And I'll let you know. I would have been game to play ball, but if they weren't mine, I would have been like, "The company's going to fix this."
I would have been at least apologetic about it. It sounds like she was just very curt about it, because I could see her seeing them sitting on the counter and being like, "Well, what am I going to do with this random family on these Christmas cards?" But also, what's the timeline between her getting the cards and them getting in touch with each other? Because if it was a week,
a couple hours,
that's crazy.
A couple hours. They literally got
them away that fast.
right. It was literally a couple hours. They got delivered that morning, and that's just kind of the person she is. And she just immediately went to Facebook, and bam, there's this family, and she hit her up, and she's like, "No, I threw them away."
Oh my God.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Busy.
And she's like,
busy.
"My little boys are in the trash."
The Bert Show.